Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Fake Education back again with another real versus fake breakdown. Today we're going to be doing the Yeezy 350 V2 Beluga. Now this is the updated comparison, so it's super close. I need you guys to pay attention to every single detail because this one is going to be an easy one to get got. All right, we are here now. Time to break down these Yeezy V2 350 Belugas, and this is the current highest quality, up-to-date, closest to retail, counterfeit, unauthorized replica. Now, when I very first got these, I thought they looked pretty good and pretty close, in which they are, but I'm gonna show you all of the key details to look for. That's gonna make it super simple for you to be able to differentiate the fake from a retail pair. Let's break it down. All right, so first segment we're gonna look at to break down the difference is the actual box label. Top you have the fake, and on bottom you have the retail real pair. Now when you take a close look at the box label of the real pair, you're gonna notice how clean the font is, the placement, alignment of information. Also pay close attention to the actual build structure of the body of the male icon towards the top left of the box label. Now pan up and look at the fake box label, and you're gonna notice the actual font style is completely different. The build of the actual body looks nothing like that of the real box label. And just overall placement and alignment of information is nowhere near accurate. Looks completely different. This is a huge telltale sign whether you have a real or fake pair without even having to pull it out of the box. This would also be a good time if you want to freeze this video, press pause, get a screen cap and save it for later for reference, or you could always click the link down in the description that will take you to my website and go ahead and search Beluga, and it'll have each one frozen for you so you guys can use it as a reference if you have a pair in hand that is in question. All right, next we're gonna focus on the actual color of the stripe, and this is the real pair. You're gonna notice how vibrant of an orange this is, and it just really pops out at you. Super loud in color, grabs your attention. Now when you look at the fake, it's just a lot more dull. It's not as vibrant, doesn't just scream at you, isn't super loud, it's a little bit more toned down. Now in hand, if you only have one or the other, it might be difficult to tell, but definitely this stripe has to be a very vibrant orange. I'm gonna go ahead and stack them like this to hopefully give you a better look. On top you have the real, on bottom you have the fake, and just keep looking back and forth at the color hue of this orange. Like I said, the fake, it's a little bit more dull, toned down, and then this on the real pair is just super loud, very vibrant. So now we're gonna take a look at the actual exposed boost unit. Right here we have the fake, and right here we have the retail real pair. One thing you're gonna notice is the actual color of the exposed boost. On the real pair, it's almost more of a cream off-white, eggshell white, whereas on the fake, it's a really bright white. Also, the actual definition is way more defined as far as like the little bumps and grooves on the boost of the fake. But in hand, they both feel almost the same. They have the same level of, if you want to call it, firmness or softness. And damn near look the same, but this boost is definitely not genuine boost that Adidas uses, but a very close synthetic. So it might be tough. So just pay attention to the actual detailing and color of this exposed boost unit. Now we're gonna take a look at the actual build structure and shape of the back heel of both. Right here we have the fake, and then right here we have the real pair. On these updated fakes right here, they have gotten the build structure and shape almost down perfectly, whereas in prior lower quality fakes and previous versions, if you will, it had more of like a bulky shape to it, whereas it's custom that you guys know that on real pairs it's very sleek and slim on the back heel for a nice snug fit. So the fakes damn near got that build perfectly on point. So that's no longer necessarily a telltale sign anymore. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Just because you see this sleek, narrow type shape does not automatically mean that it is legit. Also, just a little detail that might not necessarily matter, but just for the people who are out shopping online and they see that a pair comes with a receipt, it does not necessarily mean that it is legit and it came from that store. This is a counterfeit replica receipt from a Foot Locker location, and it is two-sided. So just because you see this does not necessarily mean that it came from a reputable source in a retail location. So Totally ignore this. If anything about a receipt, irrelevant. You can always put a real receipt with a fake pair, or have this and say, hey, it's legit, comes with receipt. That means nothing nowadays because replicas come with receipts as well. Next, we're gonna take a look at the glossy white paper hang tag that comes with each. On the bottom, we have the fake, and on top, we have the real. And what I'm gonna be showing you guys here is you have to pay close attention, and this is another segment you might wanna pause, get a screenshot, or refer to my website, because the font style is very similar, but it's more bold on the hang tag of a fake, which impacts all of the symbols, lettering, and wording that is on it. And then if you look at the real, you'll notice it's a lot thinner of a font. So like I said, you want to freeze this, take a screenshot, or refer to my website so you have like more or less a frozen still image. Definitely pay attention to this. There's no details that you want to overlook, because these currently are going for roughly $1,000+, the real pairs, and you don't want to get scammed just because you overlooked a minor detail like this and end up with a $100 replica. Now we're going to take a look at the actual fade of the stripe towards the toe area. Right here we have the real pair. You see it goes almost all the way towards the middle of this stitching design up the middle. And then right here we have the fake. Now, prior, a lot of people would judge whether a pair was real or fake by the actual fade design, which here it is different, but I've seen a tremendous amount of pairs that came strictly from Adidas. So I knew they were legit, and there were variances. I've seen real pairs that have this style of fade, but I've also seen pairs that is closer towards the middle. I've even seen pairs where the left and right shoe look completely different as far as where the fade ends. So that's not necessarily a telltale sign whether the pair is real or fake, unless the fade is like stopping right here. So don't always necessarily go by this, go by other details on my website as well as in my video. Now we're gonna take a look at the insoles. Right here is the one that came with the real pair, and then right here is the one that came with the fake. Now on prior versions, lower quality, whatever you guys wanna call it, of replicas, there was a difference in color as well as actual crispness of the detail of the print of the Adidas, Yeezy, and Treeful logo. Now on these updated fakes, they pretty much have everything correct. So this is no longer a telltale sign, such as right here we have the Adidas logo on the bottom. On the real insole, there's a trademark R logo, whereas on prior fakes, they did not have that. But if you notice, now here's the fake insole, you will see the trademark R logo. Also, the sizing information that is right here, prior replicas and lower quality versions and variations had the font style a little bit different, or just used completely different information and sizing range. But now the fakes have also fixed that, so that's no longer a telltale sign for these updated ones. So you want to pay attention to every detail. You don't want to just look for the trademark R, see it, automatically assume, oh yeah, it's real. So this no longer, for the high quality ones, is a major telltale sign, because they pretty much have it down pat. So pay attention to the other differences, and also refer to my website, because I have broken down multiple variations of real and fake and showed you different variations. So just pay attention to all details when examining a pair that is in question. All right, next we're going to take a look at the inside size tags of each pair. Currently what you're looking at is the replica. Pay close attention to the font style used, as well as placement and alignment of information. If you need to, this is another area where if you want to pause the video, get a screenshot, or take a close look just to kind of memorize everything about this tag, because we're about to go into the real one, and you'll notice, like I said, the font style and placement of information is completely different. Now you're looking at the inside size tag of the real pair. Once again, like I said, if you need to, go ahead and pause the video, get a screenshot, or refer to my website, or just fully memorize this, pause the video, and then compare it to the pair that you have in question. This is what the inside size tag should look like on a real pair. So just pay close attention to the actual font style used and the placement and alignment of all information. Now what we're going to take a look at is going to be the last difference, is the actual stripes on the inner heel area of the sock liner. This is the real, and you will notice how dark of a more green, forest green, army green that these stripes are. Take a good look at that. Now let's look at the fake right here, and notice the stripes are significantly more faded and lighter in color. Get a good look at that. Take a look back at the reel and notice how dark those three stripes are. On real pairs, they should look like this. They should not be super faded and look like a light green. Definitely a super dark, heavy green.
All right, guys, so that wraps up the comparison of the Yeezy 350 V2 Beluga. Now, I know it was really close. There's a lot of details that might be hard to differentiate. So if you guys ever need any help, click the link down below. It's gonna take you directly to my website, and I will give you guys a legit check to make sure you guys are not out here getting scammed.